don't rightly know. Something moved over that way that I couldn't identify, and my instructions was anything that I seen that I couldn't
over
identify.
there?
Yes, sir.
Come on. Pyle, don't you know a cat when you see one?
Oh, yes, sir. I can tell a cat real good. Trouble is, I didn't see this cat. I just heard a sound. Why, it could have been them robbers making cat noises.
Pyle.
Back home, we had this cat burglar, and he used to crawl into people's houses and go, meow, meow.
Pyle!
Anyways, my instructions were...
I know what your instructions were, and I didn't say anything about cats. Carry on.
Yes, sir, Sergeant. Don't you worry. I'm keeping always on the alert. Sergeant of the guard, post number 5. Sergeant of the guard, post number 5. Sergeant of the guard, post number 5.
What is it, Pyle? What is it?
I don't rightly know, Sergeant.
What do you mean you don't know? It's not another cat, is it?
More like a rabbit, I find.
A rabbit?
Never did see it, but it give off kind of a hippity-hop sound.
You mean you're standing out here in the middle of the night yelling over a rabbit?
Well, I didn't want that gang of thieves to outsmart me by making rabbit noises and tricking me into thinking that they was funny rabbits, so I didn't think at all. I just called you.
Pyle, if a gang of bunny rabbits is robbing this warehouse, I do not want to hear about it. And that goes for cats and mice and chipmunks. They're not my problem. When you see something walking on 2 legs, then I want to hear about it. Until then, I don't want to hear another word. Is that clear?
That's clear enough, Sergeant.
Fine.
Rabbits and cats and mice, they ain't too bad. Chipmunks, now, they can be real
Knock
distracting.
it off. Get back on your post.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Sergeant of the guard, post number 5. Sergeant of the guard, post number 5.
Sergeant of the guard, post number 5. Sergeant of the guard, post number 5. Sergeant of the guard, post number 5.
Not you again, Pyle.
But I really seen something this time, Sergeant, with 2 legs, too.
Where?
Was there against the warehouse moving around. Hey, now there's 2 of them.
Do you know what that is, Pyle? Do you? It's your shadow. It's your shadow. Now get back on your post.
Golly, it's funny how that fooled me. I'm sorry, Sergeant.
Pyle, what are you doing?
Making a giraffe? Don't that look just like a giraffe?
I've already seen a jackass, and if I hear one more word out of you tonight, you'll be a dead duck. Now get back on your post.
Yes, sir. Turn around real slow like.
Well, good work, Sentry. I didn't even hear you coming.
You better put up your hands, too.
I'm Johnson, Criminal Investigation Department. My identification's in my pocket.
Yes, sir, that very well might be the case.
Aren't you going to let me show it to you?
No, sir.
Why not?
Orders from my sergeant, Sergeant Carter. He told me if anybody told me anything not to believe him. So I'll just hold you here till he comes.
It's good practice. Very good.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Aren't you going to call him?
No, sir, I got orders from my sergeant not to.
What kind of an order is that?
Oh, he's right. See, I called him out for a rabbit and a cat and a shatter. After that, he just didn't want to hear from me.
What are we supposed to do, stand here all night?
Well, he didn't give me no orders about that, so I guess that's what we'll do.
Look, Private.
Private Gomer Pyle, sir.
Look, Pyle. Even if you won't look at my identification, what do you think I am?
Oh, I got strict orders not to think. 'Cause if you was a member of that warehouse gang, why, you could outthink me real easy. So the smart thing for me to do is just to make my mind a blank.
You don't have any trouble there.
No, sir, that comes real easy.
Private, how would it be if I called the sergeant of the guard?
Now, that's a real good idea. Why didn't I think about it?
Your mind's a blank. Sergeant of... You're like a fool. Sergeant of the guard, post... What post is this?
Post number 5.
Sergeant of the guard, post number 5. Sergeant of the guard, post number 5.
Sergeant of the guard, post
was you that called when he gets here, he'd get mighty irritated if he knew it was me.
I'll tell him, all right. Sergeant of the guard!
He may not come. Maybe you should have said post number 4.
Why?
On account of he said he wasn't coming back to post number 5 anymore.
Well, did I tell you that...
Who's that?
He says he's a CID man, Sergeant.
I've got my identification in my pocket, Sergeant.
Well, didn't you check it?
No, sir, you told me not to believe anything anybody told me.
Sorry, sir.
Can I take my hands down now? After 10 minutes, the circulation cuts off.
Of course, sir. Why didn't you call me sooner?
Well, you said not to.
Well, never mind what I said. Use your hand.
That's just what you warned me again, Sergeant.
He didn't call you at all, Carter. I had to.
Why didn't you call me? What kind of a knucklehead thing is that?
Did you give orders to this man not to call you, Carter?
Oh, well, in a way I did, sir.
What kind of a knucklehead order is that?
Well, it's a kind of a knucklehead kind of order, sir.
You are right. It will be reported as such.
Yes, sir.